Dave Rusher. I'm the Chief Customer Officer at a company called Aravo Solutions. Yeah, Shadow AI, as you probably know, is really the kind of unauthorized use of AI tools by employees of your company as a part of them trying to support and do their day jobs. And so while we're seeing that across all industries, there's probably a little bit of concern that's a little heightened when we start talking about pharmaceutical organizations due to the nature of information that they may have, whether that's the intellectual property and research about the drugs that they're producing, or if it's patient or potential patient and clinical trial data that comes out with respect to personal health. So the concerns are that, employees that would be using AI solutions outside the scope of what their companies may have authorized would unintentionally be leaking that type of information into the public realm and serving as training data for the public large language models. So that's the primary concerns. Yeah, I think that the challenge here is that the unauthorized use is that employees don't necessarily know kind of what's in bounds in terms of the data that they should be sharing to produce legitimate research and legitimate findings and recommendations compared to information that they aren't. And so, I think the gap comes in when the engines are left to make judgments or interpretations of that. And so it results in hallucinations. But the engines that they don't have the full data set, which they probably shouldn't have in the public realm. But they're doing the best they can to produce recommendations or results. And so if employees are using those when that gap exists, it's kind of clouding the research data that they otherwise would, rather than them, having a private instance of these LLMs in their own that have been authorized and have been approved. You've got more full comfort and confidence in providing, everything it is that the engine would need to make its observations and recommendations to you. So it just opens up, too much room for interpretation and hallucination by the engines.